Rico!
Aha!
No!
Hi guys, welcome to another review from Overbite Gaming. I'm Snare, this is Lee, and today we'll be reviewing Just Cause 3.
Unjust.
You're not going to chip in at any point?
I'm not going to chip in at any point because this game's a pile of trash.
Oh, it's going to be one of those reviews, is it?
It is!
So, Just Cause 3. What is Just Cause 3?
Just Cause 3 is an open world thing where you have a thing and it attaches things to other things.
That's very eloquently, thank you very much. So Just Cause 3, you play as Rico Rodriguez, who has been in the games from the first one?
Yes,
I think he was
indeed
the
the first
protagonist. He basically, through the games, has had this grappling hook on his arm, which now is almost evolved to a point where they've had to add extra bits in just to keep it fresh. So now he has his parachute, he has his grappling hook, and he has his wingsuit. Meow.
He looks like a fucking squirrel.
Yep, he is a flying squirrel. But basically the game is not much different from Just Cause 2. You are running around, blowing stuff up, clearing out bases, doing story missions, driving very little, because you can get around much quicker.
And the driving controls are terrible!
You really don't like this game, do you?
I like this game.
So the story finds us with a new antagonist in the form of some Spanish Stalin bloke.
Foreign dictator number 27.
Indeed. He basically wants to he is ruining this country by oppressing the people. So you come back as Rico and you team up with the rebels and start fighting back, clearing out bases and reclaiming land and cities.
Yes, and you do this by raising flags because that fixes everything.
But you can only raise the flag after you dicked everyone in the village that is a non-rebel bloke.
No, you just need to do the bits they tell you to do.
Yeah, but most of the time it's taking out all the propaganda, taking out all the
fuel,
all the bits and pieces that are painted red.
That wouldn't help the populace, would it, having fuel?
But you do get a nice fireworks show when you finished. So it's good. So that's pretty much the story, unfortunately, because the story in Just Cause 3 isn't really there.
No, it certainly isn't. It's being someone that's driven by story to make me want to play more of a game. Just Cause 3, for me, is just a bore to play. It's really difficult for me to go back to it.
I really find it difficult to believe in this day and age that a man of your stature...
Well, fat.
But a man of your likes and wants doesn't enjoy blowing shit up.
I enjoy blowing shit up, but I don't enjoy blowing shit up just to blow shit up. There's got to be a reason to blow shit up. And in this, it's just... They seem to have said, fuck the story, we'll just give them a sandbox and let them play.
That's what makes this game good. I really like Just Cause 3. I really, really liked Just Cause 2. It was one of those games, very few of the games I've owned in my lifetime, where I have just literally gone to try to get 100% completion. I still haven't managed it on Just Cause 2, but that's because it involved driving every car and I had no way of knowing which cars I'd driven. But in this game, the completion of doing those tasks is a lot easier. For example, in Just Cause 2, when you would go into a base, you just had a percentage mark, and that's what you worked on to work out how much you had to do. You kind of worked out that blowing up a fuel tank was about 5% in this base, so I'm missing 7%, so there's going to be a 2% something else. So it was difficult to work out what you were looking for. In Just Cause 3, they've actually got it listed, so you know how many of each particular piece you need to do. And that's a good thing. The addition of the wingsuit makes travelling around the arena much, much easier. It is effectively making you as much of a superhero as you can get without being a superhero. You can fly, you can blow shit up, you can basically lord it in God mode over everyone. For me, the draw of this game is the sandbox. It's doing what you want. It's I think they've got a function on it to actually capture some particular things you're doing, so you can make it into a little machinima film if you want, which is a good touch.
Machinima.
That's what I said.
We're close.
So this game is actually done or developed partly by Avalanche Studios,
Who
also did Mad Max.
Yes.
So
A far superior game.
I enjoy both. I'm not going to split hairs over this. They are both good games in my opinion. Mad Max slightly better, okay, but that's for another review. But Just Cause 3, you can see the similarities between the two. The way that the characters move, even down to how the characters look. I mean, for me, at the moment, in this day and age, action heroes are starting to look the same.
Yes, they are starting to look the same.
So Rico looks a lot like Joel from Last of Us, Nathan Drake, and Mad Max.
And Mad Max himself looks like the second Spartacus from the Stars TV show.
It's a bit weird. So, I mean, from what you've played so far, Lee, are there any good bits you can see about Just Cause? I will get you to like it one day.
After I made this statue facepalm himself to death once, I was kind of like, that's funny. Oh, I get to do that again now.
Okay, Lee hasn't really experienced the epicness of the sandbox play in this game. It's not really his thing, is it?
Well, it doesn't help that they fucking gate the epicness behind fucking doing rubbish challenges.
You can still have epic fun without doing the challenges.
Yeah, but not the most epic. It's like they lock away a load of cool toys that you want to play with and make you do fucking racing missions, going through fucking checkpoints. Bollocks to that. If you're going to do a sandbox game, give us access to everything from the fucking start, you bastards.
Yeah, I haven't got a problem with that. I mean, for me, some of those things are sort of training modules for how to use your wingsuit properly.
Or how to drive, which you never do because it's not efficient.
No, that's true. Driving is pointless in this game, as it has been in Just Cause 2. The visuals, myself, I found a little bit disappointing, only because it felt like it was just a small upgrade from Just Cause 2.
Yeah, I mean, the islands you're on are certainly big. But it's more that it works as a sum of its parts. But the second you sort of look at any individual element of it, you're kind of like the character models, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the visas themselves look pretty good, but once you actually look in depth at a character model, you're like, yeah, that looks great.
I mean, for me, the visuals are okay. The explosions are fantastic. I will say that when you get to near the end of the game, you get hold of a really ridiculous weapon. I forget the name of it, but it's effectively a portable nuke. And oh my word, the explosion you get from that is just a joy to watch. Get up on a mountain, just fire it down into a city and watch the city burn.
Are you supposed to be liberating these people?
Well, they've been liberated. Every dog has its day. So for me, like the visuals are a bit disappointing, but the explosions visuals are great. So it's kind of what do you want? Great explosions or great textures?
Textures.
Or both.
Well, both would be preferable.
But I take explosions.
I thought you might.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take what you say about like the sandbox nature, but it's just making you do the same things literally over and over again. Like if you've done one village liberation, you've seen pretty much them all.
Yeah, but if you have a really good cake, then you want another cake, and that's fine. Just do it again. Have
but I
cake.
don't want like 35 cakes. No, I'm more of a rib fan myself.
But basically, the whole game is built on doing these kind of grinding events of clearing out a base. They are repetitive, but for me, it's kind of a nice after work, chill out, carnage kind of game where you just get to just blow some shit up, fly around a bit. There's one epic thing I did see that's not repetitive, which was a guy who, in the game you can get hold of this ridiculously huge plane. You can store like 10 vehicles inside the plane. And this guy managed to, using the grapple hook, which you can now attach to two enemies and pull them together, he just attached the big plane to a smaller plane, took off, towed the little plane, got in the little plane and tried to land the plane inside the plane. It was epic.
But why?
Because it's fun! But there is a problem in that. To get the big plane, you have to kind of order it.
Yes.
And quite often, when you order stuff and it spawns, it instantly blows up, and there's a timer to when you can order another one.
Yes, so that sounds like good fun, doesn't it?
So you have to make sure you're facing the right way, you're in the right terrain. I spawned a tank on the side of a mountain. That was my bad, but at the end of the day,
A tank and all-terrain vehicle.
not kind of like vertical, but it spawned and instantly just blew up because it must have been like touching too much of the side or something. But it kind of just blew up straight away. So there are quite a lot of glitches as well as repetitive missions.
Apparently you can throw a rock at an armoured vehicle and blow it up. That's awesome.
Well, he's a mountain.
Well, big rock.
Yeah, there's quite a few glitches. I've not seen too many myself, I must say. From playing it for 30, 40 hours, I haven't seen too many glitches.
Well, I've played it significantly less than that, and I've seen more glitches. For instance, there's a mission I'm currently stuck on, because this is actually a game that's caused me to rage quit, which is, yes, where you need to take out 3 tanks and then escort your mates out in a truck. And it took me ages, but I took out the 3 tanks. And like, let's go, fellas. Oh, there's a helicopter. So I zip line up to the helicopter, take it over. I'm like, right, ready to defend you with the helicopter. Are you going anywhere? No. They just fucking sat there.
Well, that is a glitch. I mean, one of the annoying things about the helicopters is it takes, unless you're really good at getting into the helicopter quickly, if you're under fire, they can take out your helicopter before you've actually got in it. So although you're stealing it, you don't really get much of a chance to do anything apart from run away.
I don't think it's helped by the shooting controls, which in my opinion are absolutely abysmal. It's just a nightmare. You can't...
Were you playing with mouse?
No, I was playing with joypad.
Yeah, I was as well. I didn't find it too bad, but then I'm used to using kind of joypad for shooters where you might not
really
be.
floaty, and you have no idea where you're going to shoot the enemy, pretty much.
I think that might come down to it being third person though.
Yeah, but I mean, there are first person games where you can actually aim effectively.
First person.
Third person.
Third person. Yeah,
I'll have to watch that bit again and make sure
I didn't find it too bad. The shooting was kind of almost secondary. You did last a lot longer in front of people than I remember in Just Cause 2.
Not fucking tanks, though.
No, but to be honest, moving anywhere in the game, if you will be using your grapple about 90% of the time, you'll be grappling. Because if you are...
Think Batman. Think how much did you want to move around in the Batmobile versus how much would you just prefer to fly?
Yeah, that is a good point. But if you are running about, he runs very slowly.
He does.
So he's kind of like sauntering.
Yeah, it is more of a
It's kind of
casual...
like...
It's because he's cool, because Rico's cool and he needs to run in a cool way even if he gets his ass fucking shot off.
So if you're maybe like 50 feet away from an enemy, you might want to shoot them, or you might want to just get closer to them or closer to your target by grappling. So you'll end up grappling over short distances as well as long distances. But that's not a bad thing for me. I mean, grappling is fun. I mean, grapple, parachute, whee, wingsuit. And the wingsuit is amazing. I love it. I really love the wingsuit. Well done.
It's alright.
It feels realistic when you're flying and you're turning very tightly to the left or the right.
He kicks his little heel out. He's like,
he does. His leg gets pushed up behind him, and and the sound and the kind of vibration on the wingsuit and him. It does look very good. It feels very good. Although it's a bit OP. It's a bit overpowered, really, isn't it? I mean, when you think about how Just Cause gets around, how Rico gets around in Just Cause, it's very, very much parachutes. Just literally, if you take your parachute or get out of your parachute in mid-flight, it gets sucked back into your backpack.
Yeah.
And then you can deploy it again. It's infinite parachutes, infinite wingsuits.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm speaking defensive of this game for once. Would you rather him spend 20 minutes repacking his fucking parachute while you waited?
No.
There you go.
Definitely not. That would eat up far too much time into the explosions. I wouldn't be able to have as much fun. But I'm just saying that it is OP, but it's the nature of the game. It's like Bloodborne's difficulty. It wouldn't be Bloodborne without the difficulty, would it?
No.
So Just Cause is a man with a grappling hook and a parachute, and in this case, a wingsuit, which is very much my preferred method of travel.
Yeah, I mean, I won't deny that you can use a combination of the wingsuit and the parachute and the grappling hooks and all that to do some awesome things. But whenever I did one, it felt almost like it was an accident. Like I would try and do something awesome and fell miserably, and then out of the blue, I'd pull something off and I'd be, oh, that was quite cool. But I didn't feel like I was in control of it.
And epicness is a running theme in this game. And one of the things that you do find that is not epic is the ending. And I'm not going to ruin the ending for you, but suffice to say, it's nowhere near as epic as you'd want. And in the second one, I think the ending battle or the ending sort of sequence was ridiculously epic. It just like lots of stuff blowing up around you, lots of things happening.
And in this one, it's just basically a bullet sponge.
Yeah, it's not. It feels like when you finish that, you're like, oh, I finished the game? Really?
That was
what?
it.
And some of the battles before that are far more epic than the ending battle. So it's a bit of a disappointing ending, but the journey is so satisfying if you like explosions. Yeah.
Or really shallow gameplay.
Yeah. Let's face it, the story's not there. The explosions are, so that makes up for it. But generally, what you're looking for in a normal action RPG of your kind of infamous ilk, or even Shadows of Mordor, stuff like that, there's a lot more story there, and that's where Just Cause does fall down. Okay, I will agree with you on that. The story is not quite there, but for me, it's kind of like the GTA type game where you can switch it on, have some carnage, blow some things up, and switch it off. It's like
GTA was far better.
Yeah, explosions were nowhere near as good though. To be fair.
Yeah, but you can mod GTA.
Well, we don't know. Maybe we can mod Just Cause.
Well, you can mod Just Cause 2's multiplayer.
Yeah.
Which they didn't include this time round for some reason, even though they force you to be online all of the time.
Yeah, you had a worse experience of that with me than me because it was a long loading times for you, and when you're booting up the game.
Yeah, it would load the game basically, and before it would let me in the menu, it would log me in, and then it would take just as much time as loading the game to actually log me in, and then all that would do was some random person I'd never heard of beat me like 2 days ago in a time race or something. I don't fucking care.
That's kind of nice. It's bragging rights, really. There's no interaction multiplayer. But
how would you brag to people you don't fucking know?
Well, it's not that, but I beat you on pretty much everything I did, so that was kind of fun.
I've still got the speeder bike record on Battlefront.
Okay, yes, yeah. But that's a completely different game and not relevant. The interaction over the different people that you know is just basically how much you've fallen in your wingsuit, how much distance you've travelled on foot, those kind of things, as well as times on races and missions and things, certain particular.
Yeah, but it's not even pulling it from your friends list. It's just literally random other users.
Yeah, there is that, but you can see. I think it's people around you in the particular rankings it shows. So if you're like number 10, it'll show you 9 and 11, and number 11's just beating you, and it's now number 10, that kind of thing.
But I give absolutely no shits and would rather my game didn't take like 4 minutes longer to fucking load.
Ooh, 4 minutes. It's terrible.
It's a long time we just sat there.
Yeah, but
if we waited just 4 minutes now, people would be turning off.
Should we try it?
No.
You're still expecting people to be watching now.
Well, of course, they're being entertained by me.
But, I mean, certainly I would like to know, guys, what you think about Just Cause 3. If you've played it, let us know what you think. If you haven't played it, why haven't you played it? And why don't you like explosions? Are you weird?
No, they're sensible. They've listened to me. Well done, lads. If we were going to score this game, Snare, what would you score it?
I will be objective with this because there are good and bad bits for this game. I've personally had a really good time playing it. I've had a really good time streaming it. It doesn't work very well with OBS and streaming. I have to point that out as well. Makes it very jerky.
Would you like to plug your channel?
No, it's okay. We'll leave that for today.
It's down here. It's down here.
Thank you. It's always better when someone else does it. But I would probably rate this game a 7 out of 10. It would have been 6, I think, if it hadn't had explosions. Really good nuke-size explosions at the end. Good, lots of fun. You can have a great crack with it. There's lots to do. if you're a completionist kind of gamer, then you'll have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, generally 7 out of 10.
4. 4 out of 10. It is sub-average.
Wow. I think my heart just died a little. It's like, that's painful.
It's probably those taco rolls, would you say?
4. Okay, no, it's fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, even when it's wrong.
No, that's right.
Well, you like Bloodborne, so that's fine.
How many game of the year is Just
Game of
Cause?
the week. How many game of years has it got? Hopefully none.
Well, Bloodborne has one. Some. How many is Just Cause 3 one?
It's only just come out. Like it's
It came out 2015. It came out before Christmas, so it should have been available, and no one liked it.
it's a different class of people. People that enjoy games, not difficulty.
Yeah, or didn't like story.
Yeah, I don't know what any of the story in Bloodborne's about because it's too fucking difficult. But guys, thank you for watching our review of Just Cause 3. We've had a blast. Get it? Blast, explosion. Please let us know down in the comments if you'd like to see any other games reviewed, or just let us know that you're watching and you just want to say hi.
Yep, we love the fact that we're approaching our year anniversary. So, just as far as we come, has been amazing. Thank you to all you guys for your support. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. We love it when you subscribe because you'll get to see more of us.
All of that helps us out greatly.
Mm-hmm.
So from both of us, we'll see you next time.
No, it was a clean one. It was Batman and Robin.
That's it, Batman and Robin.
There you go.
The chest nipples. But yeah, that would be obviously a bit too much and probably limit it to an 18 rating probably. But yeah, it looks gorgeous. It looks fun. I mean, when you're running around in the snow, yeah, you got your 4 options type thing, and then you can choose one, and you think you're being an asshole, or you think you're being nice, and you end up just saying something non-sequential anyway.
Yeah, what I did notice about the conversations as well is you can really tell